Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. And so off the tip, it's New York. Ingram with the steal. Embiid with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength, Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
And Embiid with the block. Here's Thompson. Edwards with the block. And a fast break now for New York. And a wide open. Look for Gilgeous-Alexander. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Thompson outside. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
And talk about effort. Embiid staying with them.
Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Here's Ingram. He misses the wide open dunk.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Now, here's Anunoby after the miss from Joel Embiid. Anunoby left side. Rebound by Joel Embiid.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels him.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Harrington with it. Now defended by Embiid. Inside. Pass to Harrington. Tries from 16. And good that time.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That is his first foul of the game. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. From about 19 feet. And that one's good. Ingram.
Boy, that one was not easy. Every once in a while, you just make a tough shot.
Edwards drives in. And Edwards with the stuff.
This guy is so explosive. Anthony Edwards off the bounce. My goodness.
It's his first trip to the line.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
The first free throw is good. And he makes both free throws.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Pass to Anunoby. Out to Edwards. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. In the corner, it's Rodman. Edwards with the block.
Wow, great defensive play by Anthony Edwards, engaged on that end of the floor right now.
Here's Eaton. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Anunoby. And Anunoby slams it in.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
No, that's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Albuquerque out in front, up by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Albuquerque.
So far in this one, guys, it's been the shooting. In particular, from mid-range. That has been huge for them.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Here's Eaton. Pass to Sarr. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Eaton. For 3, Fernandez. Knocks down the 3 ball.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Kick out to Adams. And here we go. Sarr heading to the hoop. And Sarr throws it down.
And at 7'1", Sarr makes dunking look easy. The defense has to push him further from the rim.
Harrington can't get it to go.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
The shot's good from Eaton. Eaton's got the lead up to 11 now for Albuquerque.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Got a piece of it.
And having Eaton protecting the rim, that's about the same as building a brick wall around the basket. Just nothing gets over him. What an intimidator down low.
Fernandez. That's good.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Edwards inside. Shot clock at 6. Anunoby, good.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
And with each passing season, DB, OG Anunoby seems to keep getting more and more versatile.
You are exactly right, Kevin. What we know unequivocally is this is one of the best cross-positional defenders in the league. One of those guys that's truly capable of guarding 1 to 5. But his willingness to be a three-point threat, an offensive rebound, and put it on the deck is exactly what you're talking about.
And Edwards slams it in.
Goodness, Anthony Edwards, always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
And the foul called on Edwards. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
3rd personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go.
And
this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards. That jumper is nice.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. For Albuquerque, they've gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. That free throw good from Baylor. A different look for New York. And so Baylor nails both of them.
And, you know, beyond all the things Baylor gives you, he's an entertainer out on the floor. The acrobatics we see, something spectacular from this guy almost every game.
Here's Rose. Here he goes. And the rejection by Embiid. And that one is hammered home.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
For Albuquerque, they've been all 4 of their chances so far in this one. He's off on the first.
And Mutombo, a defensive force, a long, intelligent player who plays well on both ends of the floor.
Good on the second free throw. Outside Rose. Covington inside the wall. Wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Right side Baylor. And Baylor throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Pass to Williams. Kicks it out to Covington. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Covington's got 5 now.
You have to be prepared to catch and shoot in all circumstances if you're Robert Covington, and he was ready to rise and fire.
Now here's Embiid. There's Embiid with the dunk. He just powered that one of the game's top dunkers. And it's Rose penetrating. Outside Williams. Rose in the post. Still scoreless. Pass to Baylor. Top of the key. Doherty grabs the board.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Takes it out to Covington. No good from outside. Albuquerque leading by 8. Embiid with it. Good ball movement here by Albuquerque. And too much time in the lane. They get called to the 3-second violation. A big group substitution here for Albuquerque. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Thompson outside. Williams for 3. But Trey. New York, no good that time either.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
That's just too much Alex Zar there. All at about 7 feet. He is a lot to handle.
For Albuquerque, they've shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter of the game. Rose surveying the D. Driving in. And Rose throws it down hard.
And that's simply about feel, right? Derrick Rose in pick-and-roll situations has such a good feel for the right decision.
And it's Fernandez slamming it down.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
Outside Rose. It's deflected. And they get it back. Tries again. Thompson for three. And it's Rice with the rebound. Albuquerque leading by 11. And 1:01 left in the third. Eaton misses. Pass to Williams. And here's Daugherty. Here's Eaton. Driving the lane.
How about the assist coming off the deck? What a pretty bounce pass.
New York trails by 13. The kick out to Rose. Covington in the corner. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Covington's got 8 points.
This is the prototypical 3-and-D man, Robert Covington from deep. Yes, sir.
Pass to Fernandez. Outside, Rodman. Six on the shot clock. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Now Rose. To the paint. Here's Daugherty. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Rudy Fernandez picks one up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And so Daugherty nails both of them.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
And so it's Albuquerque with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for New York. It's a 10-point game. Outside Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Rose. Takes it out to Covington. No good with the wing jumper.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Ingram. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Checking in for the away team, number 2, Alexander.
Thompson for 3. It's rebounded by New York. Here's the 3. And Robert Covington gets the 3. Covington's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for New York. Here's Baylor from past the arc. Bangs home the trifecta.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And here is Alexander. Just 4 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. Williams can't hit.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
And so Thompson nails both of them. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. It's Williams, high post. Out to Thompson. Some nice passing by New York here. And stolen by Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Pass to Williams to end the run. Takes it out to Covington. Thompson right side.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 2 to shoot. And stolen by Thompson. Covington with the steal. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Albuquerque.
They're still slashing and attacking the rim, and the defense yet to make the adjustment and keep the ball in front.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Robert Covington gets the three. Covington's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for New York. Albuquerque leading by 11. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's foul number 2 for him. Some changes for Albuquerque. 1:12 left in the fourth. Shots good by Rice.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Thompson for the triple. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. .27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Song. Here's Rice. Bricks the dunk off the deceptive pump fake. Stolen by Rodman. And so Albuquerque takes the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Welcome to the 2K
This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. I would expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Now here's Nembhard. Pass to Halliburton. Sends it home from three-point land.
As fast as lightning, Halliburton gets it and shoots it in a matter of nanoseconds.
And you think about the value Andrew Nembhard provides. Clark, he really excels at running the offense.
He's the quintessential point guard, B.A. Has a great feel for setting up his teammates for what they're trying to get done. Plays with tremendous pace and great confidence. Typically doesn't over-dribble and is unafraid of any moment.
Pass to Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Just a bit ago, Rick Carlisle and I were able to chat. He was emphatic, saying that Edwards was their main concern, telling me Anthony poses problems on both sides of the ball, and he is relentless. He doesn't let up. He wants his guys to match Edwards' energy.
Thank you for that, Allie. Pass to Randall. It's rebounded by Indiana. Halliburton surveys the floor. And there's the foul. It'll go on Julius Randle. That's his first foul. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And then Turner with the dunk.
Oh, you can't let Turner get that deep inside. When you do, he's going to abuse you with a throwdown right on top of your head.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. Clock at 6. The kick out to Edwards. The Timberwolves need to get off the shot here. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Stay clear of Gobert on the dunk now. The force he goes to the rim with is mighty.
Clark, with Minnesota being a major player in the West now, Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, B.A. That's the name of their fan base. And, yeah, they're excited. And for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for. You know, with barely any time left, Halliburton at that point just has to trust his instincts.
Down low. And Gobert with the stuff.
They were totally in sync on that play. Targeted the pass beautifully.
Halliburton outside. To the paint. Puts up a 3. McDaniels with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 6. For 3, DiVincenzo. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
And the three-point shot of DiVincenzo is dangerous. Defense cannot allow him to get airspace from there.
Halliburton left side. The three. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Now here's McDaniels. He's scoreless. Nice shot by DiVincenzo.
Well, you know, that last three got DiVincenzo fired up now. He had to respond. He goes to the arc to shoot back with one of his own triples.
Here's Edwards. Pass to Gobert. It's stolen by Halliburton. Siakam with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. And here's Turner. To the middle. Kicks it out to Siakam. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. Timberwolves trail by 3. Outside, DiVincenzo. Outside, Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Oh, stolen by Turner. And here's Siakam for 3. Buries it from 3.
I love the way Siakam attacks off the bounce. And right there, he doesn't force it.
The drive by DiVincenzo. Now Edwards. Inside. Oh, stolen by Turner. It's a one-on-one situation. Randall pulls down the board.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. More 2K action in just a moment. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Pass to Gobert. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert.
Miscommunication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
And here's Indiana now. 6-point lead. Outside Nesmith. Halliburton on the wing. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Halliburton, a really good knockdown shooter, which adds great value to this offense.
Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
Shot clock at 3. Count that one.
And with the shot clock nearing 0, Randall calmly sinks one.
And it's Halliburton. Gets it to go inside.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Randall outside. To the inside. McDaniels. Here's Gobert. Oh! What a hammer!
Oh, man! The 7-footer plus Rudy Gobert goes up and makes it hurt coming down.
Nembhard outside. Pass to Turner. Halliburton with the ball. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
Man, love how Turner reads the defense, sensing and seeing separation as the pass was coming his way. Man, calmly pulling up for the shot. Nice.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He's got 6. Oh, Oh, and Turner with a block.
What timing from Turner. I mean, that's a big part of blocking shots. Reading the shooter and then timing it perfectly to send that shot in reverse.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials. That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Outside McDaniels. DiVincenzo on the wing. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
Timberwolves substitution, number 11.
There's a minute 40 left in the first half. Edwards. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. And Indiana with some changes. Indiana leading by 13. Pass to Shepard from deep three-point land. McDaniels with the rebound. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Back to Edwards. Oh, and Bryant with the block. And here's Shepard for three. Nails it from three. Shepard's got his first 3 points of the game.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Pass to Reed. Back to DiVincenzo. Shoots over McConnell. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on Thomas Bryant.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
And it's Mathurin missing. Timberwolves trail by 15. Up top, Edwards. Randall outside. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Powerful move that time by Randall. And he'll go to the free throw line.
These are his first free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one.
2 shots.
And Randall drops them both.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Pass to Mathurin. This one for 3. Can't get it to drop. And so it's the Indiana Pacers in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. And the 3 ball has been huge in building this lead. Back to the game after this break. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you.
And clearly, he needs no time to warm up.
Yeah, really good sign for them offensively. They should keep getting him touches. Make sure he gets shots here.
Outside for Randall. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
Outside McDaniels. Over Matherin. Now Edwards. 5 on the clock. Reed for 3. Minnesota again missing.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Outside Matherin. 3-pointer. No luck on that one. Timberwolves trail by 18. Moving it up. Here's McDaniels.
Rocketing right off the floor. Explosive jam by McDaniels.
3-pointer Matherin. Gets the 3 ball to go. Matherin's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Now here's Toppin. Pass to McConnell. Bryant outside. Now here's Toppin. Check by Randle. Toppin outside. Outside Matherin. There's the 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
Terrific body control by Randle. An and one machine.
And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant. But even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it. Yeah, this is how impactful Matherin can be in close. He loves jamming it home.
Outside McDaniels. On target from range. McDaniels got 5 now.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Right side Matherin. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Matherin's got 10 points here in the second half. Outside Reed. Fires the 3. And Toppin pulls it down.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
All sorts of time. McDaniels with the rebound.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it. But they don't want to chance that again.
Reed sets a screen. For 3, DiVincenzo. The shot misses. Indiana leading by 19. Here's Toppin. The baseline J is off the mark.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
McDaniels, that's good.
Strong work inside by the 6'9" Jaden McDaniels, showing how effective he can be down there.
Boy, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Pass to Edwards. Left side, DiVincenzo. Outside Reed. And here's Edwards outside. And the 3-pointer goes.
For 3.
Edwards got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Toppin's shot is off. Timberwolves trail by 16. Pass to Edwards. Tipped away. Here's Toppin. 3 seconds left. That one's good for 2. Toppin's got 5.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Benedict Mathurin has been leading the charge for Indiana. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Pacers leading by 18. Nembhard outside. Kicks it out to Siakam. Here's Nesmith.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. We're inside the Wells Fargo Center, live from Philadelphia. It's the 76ers. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Clark, in tonight's game, what are you watching closely?
Well, the thing that jumps out at me, Kevin, is the guard matchup. I mean, both teams have tremendous backcourts, and I really think whoever is able to win or control that battle is going to win the game.
Here's Maxey. And a miss there on the triple. On offense, here are the Suns. It's Beal on the wing. Outside for KD. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. From deep, George. And it's Durant with the rebound. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Suns. The shot by Beal, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And George gets it to go.
Smooth and consistent. That's how I describe George's three-point shooting.
Beal with it. It's up a three. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
Here's Booker. Paul George making his last shot. Durant, good.
When it comes to catch and shoot situations, Durant as reliable as it gets.
Maxey with it. Now guarded by Booker. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Back to Embiid. Outside for George. 5 on the clock. That's no good, and now he's missed 2 and made 2. Pass to Beal. Back to Booker. Over Maxey. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Embiid wide open. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
The unbridled confidence of Maxey at the arc. You can see it and feel it. He knows how good he is.
Here's Booker. And stolen by Maxey. And now Philadelphia on the break. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin? Wow.
I love it, though, D.A. Got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you. And Phoenix has possession. Philadelphia able to drain the 3. Good D by Embiid.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Embiid. He has yet to score. Beyond the arc. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Not known for a quick release, but Embiid showing he has that ability as well.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels him.
Nobody near Allen. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's George. Back to Oubre. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Substitution for the 76ers. Lonnie Walker the fourth. Red Gordon. Kyle Lowry.
Here's George. He's got 5. 4 on the clock. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Kicks it out to Allen. Stolen by Walker. Here's Yabusele. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Beal, that's for 2. And so it's Philadelphia holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some...
The Suns. 8.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Here's Maxey. And here's Embiid. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Suns trail by 8. To the inside. Outside for Beal. Booker looking around. And Richards has it in the corner. Shot clock at 5. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Allen's shot is off.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Now Embiid. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's on Kevin Durant.
That's just strength from Paul George. I mean, fighting through the contact, doing a good job of it there.
And Joel Embiid is a giant center. Clark, his size, his arm span. How does his sheer size, do you think, affect the game?
Well, he's a mountain of a man. Not only is he tall, he's wide, and he's deep, too, Kevin. In other words, he's hard to get around. And he's also hard to challenge because he's north and south. So, and you factor in his touch. This guy does things that I've not really seen a guy of his size do, particularly when you talk about pity-patting the dribble and knocking down face-up jumpers all the way out to the three-point line. It should almost be unlawful for a guy north of 3 bills to be doing that.
The 76ers leading by 12. The kick out to Walker. Good on the three-point shot. Walker's got 8 points in the quarter.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shot for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Don't underestimate Booker's passing ability. He's getting better and better at making plays for others.
Maxey. Rebounded by Allen. Booker in stride. Beal taking his time here. Outside for Durant. Good, and it's Beal picking up the assist. Durant's got 9 points.
No fear or hesitation from KD. He's able to hit from anywhere.
Maxey attacking. And slam dunk by Maxey.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Here's the screen. Booker, right side. Pass to Bull. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 6 points for Bull.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Here's Embiid. In the corner, George with it. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. There's 18 seconds left in the second quarter. And Lonnie Walker picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Coming up for the
Here's Booker. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And George, here we go. And the layup's good off the glass. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
the Suns.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And here are the Suns now. A 12-point game. And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot. Can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
On the wing, Booker. Outside, KD. Allen outside. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, Durant imposing his will.
Yeah, you know, at first glance, you might think Durant has trouble finishing through contact, but think again, folks. I mean, you can't measure desire by body type.
Wasted no time on that one. George has got 13.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Shot's good by Walker.
Great pass by Maxey there. This guy really clever at finding ways to get his teammates involved.
Walker inside. Here's Bull. Misses the three.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Another three for Philadelphia.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
Timeout, timeout.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about.
Substitution for your 76ers.
5 to shoot. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, even with an MVP and Joel Embiid, the Sixers can't be a one-man show. Embiid says, I watch a lot of games and I see what's working. Good basketball means cutting, moving, guys getting off the ball, and it's moving and not sticking. But you need the right guys to execute that system. And I think we've got the right guys. Kevin?
I know you and I agree. They do, David. Thank you very much. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That'll be his second foul of the game. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Embiid. Just 5 to shoot.
Boy, this big guy, Joel Embiid, is a center with an awesome dunking arc.
Durant deciding where to go with it.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Outside for Beal. And here's Booker from the arc. That's good. And so Beal with the assist. Booker's got 7 points in the game. Pass to Embiid. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Booker. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Trailing by 13. Three-pointer. Booker with a three. He is a knockdown shooter.
And you can see how quick Booker is to react. No hesitation on that jump shot.
And Clark, we know the last handful of years, the 76ers have been a threat in the East.
7 straight years of playoff runs. Can't get past that second-round barrier, though, Kevin. But as far as success, they've been as consistent as it comes in the East the last decade.
To the wing right side. Here's Bull. Another three for Phoenix.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Embiid. 8 points for him. And he converts the layup. And that's 15 points for Paul George.
Because of his incredible scoring ability, many consider George to still be a star.
Outside, Beal. In the corner, Bull with it. It's Durant on the wing. And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants to talk to his guys.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
For three, Booker. He can't hit that time. Here's Grimes. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession.
Phoenix ball.
Booker left side. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement.
The Suns, 37.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The 76ers leading by 12. Out to the right wing. Here's Embiid. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Embiid is unstoppable, just too strong for the defense, no matter what they throw at him.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the 76ers.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
And the technical free throw is good.
Anytime Devin Booker is sent to the line, it's a win for his offense. He's pretty much automatic, and it's been that way since he entered the league.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Paul George with the steal. Pass to Embiid. The strength of Embiid on display.
Hey, Embiid is used to this. It's second nature to him. That's why he's so good at being able to score through contact.
Booker outside. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
76ers moving the ball around. Back to Embiid. The big man Embiid converts inside.
Embiid, such a dominant force inside. That's exactly where his coaches and teammates want him operating.
Durant wide open. He fires. Hits it from three-point range.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
On the wing, Booker. From downtown. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Just on fire tonight. Devin Booker is feeling it, folks.
And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Pass to Embiid. No holding back. Embiid takes it in.
Nothing new for Embiid here. Going off for a big scoring performance. Par for the course.
Outside Durant. Here's Booker. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
That one misses for Booker. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys. During the last timeout, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. Told them pedal to the metal. Adding, we're ahead out here, but it's not over yet. You start celebrating in your head when there's work to be done on the floor. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And it's Maxey with the ball for Philadelphia. Pass to Embiid. There's Embiid with the dunk.
Strong move and a little spicy, too. Embiid's passion for the game, the way he plays, I love it.
Down low. Here's Bull. Good D by Embiid.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's George. Kicks it out to Maxey.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside Edwards. Inside. Oubre. Hits the J after faking out the D with the quick up fake. And the 76ers lead by 13. Pass to Durant. Outside for Beal. On the wing, Booker. Takes a three. Drills the three-pointer.
3 points.
Booker's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
In textbook mechanics, make it look like it's going in every time. Booker, unreal. Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Allen outside. Clock at 6. KD a screen. Over George. And that one hits back iron. The 76ers leading by 12.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the 76ers.
They simply ran them off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Joel Embiid.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Right side, George. Kicks it out to Maxey. Off target from three-point range.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag. Tough to catch a pass of that distance. He's asking an awful lot of his teammate to be able to reel that one in.
to the wing on the left. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. 2 points. That one goes. And the 76ers lead by 13. Pass to Beal.
'76ers foul. Kelly Oubre Jr. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Free throw good, Booker.
Shooting for Phoenix, Devin Booker. Taking 2 shots.
That one is no good. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the great.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams in the post. Pass to Caruso. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the clock. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Caruso misses. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for Boston. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Pass to Porzingis. Back to Holiday. The kick out to White. Takes the 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Dort outside. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Williams with the screen. No luck on that one. Ooh, good work defensively by Holiday. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla, and he acknowledged that they're facing one of the most dynamic players in the league in Gilgeous-Alexander. He said there's no way to defend him, that his speed and movement, we need to be ready to rotate and help on every possession. Still, he said they're all looking forward to the challenge.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter.
Got to be careful shooting around Porzingis. His length is so capable of erasing shots.
Shot clock at 3. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. Tatum with it. And it's Dort picking him up. White looking it over. Here's Tatum. And there's the drive. Pass to Holiday. Right side White. And he knocks the jumper down.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
To the paint. Here's Holmgren. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And you know, as a roller, Holmgren shows great hands, and he makes nice adjustments moving downhill.
Here's Holiday. Driving to the basket. That one's good for 2. Holiday's got his second basket of the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Dort. No made baskets yet. Pass to Holmgren. And the foul called on Kristaps Porzingis. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
A minute 31 left in the first. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
Porzingis sets a screen. Outside Tatum. Outside Porzingis. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Thunder trail by 3. Williams into the lane. And out of bounds. Boston will have it. Here's Holiday. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside, Brown. Right side, White. That's tipped. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Holmgren. And here's Dort. Screen by Holmgren. Dort outside. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
You're making the slam look second nature. Once Dort sees the launching pad, he's ready to take off.
And he lobs it up top. And Brown with the stuff.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Celtics up by 3. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for the Celtics here, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
All right, I don't want to make you feel too old here, RJ, but you did get drafted back in 2001. What's the biggest change to the game, you think?
Oh, I think without a doubt the physicality and the 3-ball. Teams are not as physical, and they shoot a lot more threes. When I came in, they were barely shooting them. Now that's all that matters.
One of the tallest guys in the league. Give Porzingis the ball there and just let him work.
Right side, Williams. Doesn't go for him. Boston leading by 5. Pass to Porzingis. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside White. Outside Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Back to White. White coming through.
And Holiday takes this responsibility seriously. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to them.
And you look at Derek White, Richard, the energy he plays with, it is remarkable.
That's his greatest attribute, his activity on both ends of the floor. Having a high motor is a skill. He keeps coming and tries to wear you down.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder have some grit. Coach Mark Dagnall said we compete, and on nights we aren't, we get back to that very quickly. The competition level and the willingness to do it together is the foundational piece. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And when Porzingis can be a third option on a team, he is deadly and efficient, RJ.
We've always seen Porzingis as the guy or as a second option. But when he has elite teammates around him, he really flourishes.
Caruso up top. Pulls up. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Pass to Brown. Back to Porzingis. It's Brown on the wing. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's Porzingis. Caruso grabs the board.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Pass to Tatum. Back to Holiday. Takes a 3. Again, the miss by Boston. And Holmgren's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. It's a 5-point game. The shot by Dort, no good. Here are the Celtics with the ball. Now White. Dort defending. Down low. Brown. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Brown's got 7 points.
A very athletic play by Brown. Getting the ball inside and working his way to a high percentage shot.
Pass to Holmgren. Outside for Dort. Lots of room. Rebounded by the Celtics.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while. He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls, shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
Tatum from long range. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. Thunder trail by 9. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Oklahoma City shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Making a switch here. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And here are the Thunder now, trailing by 8. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Back to Holmgren. Caruso outside. Pass to Holmgren. The 3-ball. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Back to Brown. The kick to Tatum. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Here's Horford. And so it's Boston leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Tatum with a screen. And he's going for the oop here. Dort with a steal. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Deflected. It's a one-on-one situation. Pass to White. To the inside. Here's Horford. And Horford powers it home.
Look at Horford just rocketing off the floor, putting the defense on notice with a big dunk.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. And it's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Pass to Brown. Stolen by Caruso. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Williams misses.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Outside Holiday. The kick to Tatum. Jacks up a three. JT for three.
An accurate shooter from distance. Tatum's teammates want him to keep looking to pull the trigger.
Pass to Dort. From the arc. Sinks the tray. So Dort's got 5 now.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, "It sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling." Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. Oklahoma City shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
6 to shoot. White. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
And how about Jaylen Brown, Richard? Named to his first All-NBA team in 2023. A very important piece to him.
NBA, what timing. It made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax. At the time, it was the largest contract in NBA history. And how did he follow it up? He won the Larry Bird Award as the best player in the Eastern Conference playoffs.
Horford can't hit. White with a steal. To the middle. And Horford powers it home.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Caruso with it. Picked up by Tatum. And the foul on Alex Caruso. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Celtics lead by 10. Cross is over. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Among the best in the NBA for a few years now, Jason Tatum. RJ, he's still quite young. How can he get even better?
Oh, he can just get wiser and wiser, and that's what happens with young players. They get to a physical level where they can dominate, but where they get better is mentally. They get mentally stronger as they get into these experiences more.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in.
Okay, knockout!
Wow! Was it just me, or was there a little bit extra on that slam by Brown?
Caruso with it. Now guarded by White. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Caruso outside. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Hartenstein. Pass to Williams. Back to Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Clock at 6. SGA doing his thing in close.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
And he makes a first. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He wants to review the game plan.
They're sending guys to the charity stripe way more than they should be. You'd like to see better positioning defensively.
Number 30, Sam Hauser. Way to go, everyone.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Dort outside. Pass to Williams. Back to Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Back to Dort. Let's go with a three. It doesn't go for him. Knocked away. And so it's the Boston Celtics ending the quarter up 10. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. And he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Thunder trail by 10. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. Holmgren. Misses in close. Here's Brown. Oh! Brown just throws it down.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
And so the ball out of bounds. Brown touched it last. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. A 12-point game. And it's Dort off the drive. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's the three. Tatum pulls it in.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Walsh. Porzingis with it. He's covered by Holmgren. Out of bounds, the Oklahoma City's ball.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
Thunder trail by 12. Williams from long range. And another miss by Oklahoma City. And here are the Celtics. There goes Tatum, taking it all the way.
Once the fast break is rolling, they know who to go to. Tatum can be trusted to find the finish.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Derek White. Drew Holiday.
Knocks it loose. Stolen by Caruso. Beyond the arc. Williams misses. Celtics lead by 14. Porzingis high post. Pass to Tatum. Outside White. Back to Tatum. Shot clock at 6. And here's White. He's guarded by Caruso. Here's Tatum. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Thunder trail by 14.
Boston foul. Ball. First personal foul. First team foul.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Caruso, the open look. And too long on the shot. When you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
Yeah, B.A. Playing loose can help you and hurt you. They really need to tighten it up.
A shot by Holiday, no good. Here's Oklahoma City now. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still.
And in transition, Holmgren has speed, but he also plays under control.
With the teardrop. Rebound Boston. Tatum with it. Guarded now by Williams. Pass to Porzingis. Shoots over Caruso. Porzingis misses. Thunder trail by 12. Outside, Williams. Launches a 3. On target from range.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Outside White. Three-pointer Holiday. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his 5th foul. A minute 53 left in the fourth quarter. They kick it out to Porzingis. And so the ball out of bounds. Gilgeous-Alexander touched it last.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Again, the miss by Boston. Thunder trail by 9. Deflects the pass. Pass to Holmgren. Caruso outside. Now the Celtics on the move. Outside Tatum. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Celtics.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
So it comes up empty at the line.
What strikes me about Jason Tatum is really his versatility. He's got any move for any situation that you throw at him. His moves have moves. His counters have counters. That is a man that can finish plays or make them.
It's Dort on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Williams. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And no good as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he misses the second one as well. So 0 for 2 that time. Here's Holiday. Off the mark, and the drought continues. And here they come. Knocked loose. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession here. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Williams. Caruso outside. Dort for 3. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play. That sends Jason Tatum to the free throw line. It's going to be on Alex Caruso.
Cool, calm, and collected. Say that 3 times fast. He makes them all and puts this game away.
Caruso outside. Off the mark there with a 3. Here's Brown. Williams grabs the board. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed